What's good, y'all? It's your boy King Country in the building with the best co-host on YouTube, my man's Justin. This is the Nerds Underground coming to you live on a Thursday night. What's good to all my good nerdy people hopping up in here? It's been a minute. It's been a good minute. The longest it's ever been. But my boy Justin is here ready to ride out and rock out tonight. Look, I even got to remember the damn keys to damn switch this shit. There we go. There we go. Justin, what the fuck is good, bro?
Man, you know, just living. Just living out here, you know. I'm glad we're finally live.
I'm glad we're finally live back. Bro, work has been ridiculous.
I know, bro.
On my end. We've been in budget season. I have a new boss. Things have been crazy. I haven't been going to the gym. I haven't been I don't think I've really been able to do is pump out a few of these shorts. It's been ridiculous. It's been crazy.
I'm proud of you on that shit, man.
We are here and we are back and we got a lot of nerdy stuff to talk about, dog. We missed the whole damn finale of damn X-Men 97 and what the shit happened there.
Yeah.
Like we missed all this. Like the news has been coming out about Deadpool. News has been coming out about Spiderman and what they're going to be doing. All this stuff we've been missing, but we're here today, and I'm glad that we're here. What's going on to my good folks in the chat? If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe because we are the best in the nerdy news and underground. So, Justin, just like I said, man, how you doing? How you hanging in there, bro?
I'm hanging in there. Look, Marvel's giving me a lot of hope. So, look, my nerdy heart is okay, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah. See, if Marvel could clear my sinuses and shit, I grabbed like a whole thing of tissues. I don't even know what the fuck they are. But if Marvel could quell my sinuses so I could actually breathe while I'm talking, that would be absolutely amazing. But they can't. They can't fix it all. And you know one thing they can't fix either?
What's that?
We're gonna hop right into it. They can't fix Star Wars. It doesn't seem like anything can fix Star Wars, Justin. We're going to roll it just for the sake of rolling it and for the fact that we're back here. But we're just going to hop on Acolyte for a little bit. Give people a chance to hop in here before we get into the MCU talk. Talk about Acolyte for a little bit. I'm just going to roll this tape. All right. Wait a minute. You need to be able to hear it. They need to be able to hear it. There we go.
Damn it.
Whoa. So dope. You unpack me without a weapon. I need to know my man spoke English to be real.
Oh, Lord.
Dogs. That was the one dope part when he got up behind her. Pause. Where the fuck are my knives? I can't find my knives. All right.
I didn't realize she actually does that.
She had to like me when I can't find my keys when I go to the damn car. Oh shit, I gotta go back inside the house type shit. Like, bro. We're gonna go ahead and just go to fuck in on Star Wars right now because it's been a minute. And I think, you know, something about therapy and feeling better whenever you can just unload on something sometimes just makes people feel better. And there's no better thing to unload on sometimes than just Star Wars, right? Like Star Wars is the perfect shitter. And they're giving out another thing here in the Acolyte. Now look, I'm gonna be real. Was that fight scene tantalizing a little bit? Sure. Like, do you want to be like, I mean, fight choreography, I guess. They look like they fighting, I guess, you know.
I wasn't sure if they were fighting or breakdancing.
I
I'm
mean,
just
it feels very danced, and I will get that. Even when you think about Ahsoka, a lot of their current choreography, like their fight choreography, does feel very synchronized and dance, and not like actual fights. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, bro, if this is the best that Acolyte has, if this is the best that Acolyte has to offer when it comes to just giving us a sneak peek at what's coming up, dog, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. And here's the thing, like, when it came to Acolyte and the hype for what it could be, thinking about like going to that era, thinking about like, you know, what's there, like the field they could play with. I was like, yeah, like that seems cool. My boy Kai Brightstar could be popping up at any time. You know, that could be like something that could like really have some legs for the future. You can see a younger Yoda. You can see a younger Yoda, right? You'd think really if you could see a younger Yoda and you're doing something at that time period and you want somebody to watch something, you would really make younger Yoda a focus of that show. But that's neither here nor there. What's up, Brooke Tim? It's just really the fact that, bruh, this looks like a bunch of mid sauce. A whole bunch of people were like, if you wanted to do it, and I think maybe even you, Justin, was you on one of those people that was like on the Reva? Just they should have made a Reva show train.
Oh, I've been on that train, but
Yeah, this is
also,
the Reva show. This is
they
the Reva show.
fucked it up. They fucked that chance up.
No, they never would have had a chance because this would have been the Reva show. This is exactly what people are asking for when they're asking for people to leave their characters, to leave the Skywalker saga alone and to go in and do their own thing. This is the result. This is what you get.
No, Reva would have been different. Reva would have been different.
No.
If you fire it up right, if she okay, we've been through this.
How would it have been different?
Because Reva would have been
from Acolyte.
Reva would have been doing. She would have been. You would have been getting away from the Skywalker saga with Reva.
Yeah,
because she's literally trying to find her little opening on Vader. That's her whole purpose.
So you think they should have just left Kenobi out and it should have been Reva and Vader?
No, it should have been the Vader and Obi-Wan thing, and focused on them with Reva in the background, and you somehow implement how Obi-Wan finds out that she wants to kill Vader. Then you make that whole thing. You kind of just continue. Maybe Obi-Wan plants some seeds in her brain of like, it's not worth losing all your morality or whatever to try to I don't know, to turn to the dark side or whatever. And then she tries to go, and then you get episodes of her trying to kill Vader and doing Vader's bidding or something like that. It'd have been a lot better than how that is.
Bro.
I mean, Jesus, it would have been better if they fucking plotted right. They didn't. We're already fucked. Obi-Wan came out.
Well, look, I'm just saying, to me, this screams what Reva's show would have been. And this screams everything that's wrong with Star Wars. And that is, you're trying to make Star Wars bigger than what it is. They're trying to make Star Wars like it's more about the universe. They're trying to make it act like these other side characters that were never really on the TV, never really on the movie screen, will keep the franchise that's one of the biggest franchises alive going. Really, all that franchise ever had going for it was attached to a Skywalker name. So look, man, the Acolyte is showing me the Acolyte is acolyting in this trailer. Just like Bad Batch is Bad Batching. Look, man, I still ain't watched the final 2 episodes. It's a shame. I watched 13 episodes and I have not been. You're different to me. At least me, like, I'm fine with just watching content, bro. And I'm at the point now to where, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm different. And, like, I'm out of shit to watch. All my shows are done. You know, I've caught up on everything. And Bad Batch is just sitting there for me to finish those 2. And I've already just watched X-Men 97 finale.
I was about to.
Every time that I've watched, every time that I had the opportunity to watch Bad Batch, I've watched the X-Men finale. Like, that's just how it's been going.
Are you going to go finish Bad Batch?
I tried last night, bro.
It's boring.
It's boring. It's a worthless sack of shit. And
And it's a repeat. It's a copy. It's a copy
I wouldn't even go that
paste.
far because I'm not even thinking about that when I'm watching it. Because you are right
Oh yeah, it's
that it is a
100% a
copy and
copy
paste,
paste.
but I'm not even thinking about that when I'm like trying to watch it. To me, it's just fucking boring. So, look, dude, it's a wrap, and I'm just going to continue to say this. I know Justin, you said Star Wars just needs to end, and I'm like, there's no way Disney's going to let just Star
Yeah,
Wars
they
end.
pay too
Like, you're
much
out of your,
fucking money,
yeah,
but
you're out of your mind for that. So instead of just continuing to put out this mid sauce and keep just digging yourself deeper and deeper in the hole, because at the end of the day, you can come out with as much Ahsoka shit, you can come out with as much Ezra shit, come out with as much Thrawn, bro. Nothing is going to sell like the Skywalker sell. The only reason why Mando even took off was because you had Grogu. And why did Grogu take off? Because he's a baby fucking Yoda. So
that's
like,
why I think if you, oh, fuck, I think they fucked up with the first season of Ahsoka not being as impactful.
I'm just.
Ahsoka's lit. That's literally the only thing I
But
look
here's the
forward to.
thing:
I don't care about Grogu
the
anymore
shows can be
or
lit, but it's
Mando.
nothing's going to do it for Star Wars anymore.
Yeah,
Like these
no,
shows
it's
can
not.
be fine. These shows can be fine, but nothing is going to do it for Star Wars anymore.
So you know what's crazy, and then I'm gonna ask this question first, and then I'm gonna finish my statement. So for Acolyte, are you still at least like somewhat hyped
Enzo was
for it?
good. Oh,
And
Acolyte, I'm going to
then
watch it.
okay. Um, and then with the problem with, dude, let's be real. I think it is the worst take ever at this point that most Star Wars fans are sitting here like, no, we just need to keep leaning in towards animation.
That's the worst
Do you
take
agree
ever you
with
can
that?
fucking come up. Yeah, that's the worst take ever. You're telling
It's
me you're going
stupid
from
as
being one
hell.
of the biggest movies franchises to trying to like actually succeed in for 2 seasons on live action
Yeah.
to now being like, oh no, we just need to write it out with animation. Look, animation is the perfect route to a remake. Like at the end of the day, if you say and we're just gonna do animation, you're gonna animate yourself into a remake.
Dude,
And
the
I don't think that's
animation.
what they want. The animation stuff is dumb. I don't want to say it's dumb because I won't call people dumb, but it's a dumb idea.
It's
To
no,
really
it's
just be like,
dumb.
we
To
should.
focus and make that the leading point is stupid. I think. Sorry, I love look, my boy chilling. If you're in here, I love you, but I wholeheartedly disagree that going the animation route is the way to be. I'm sorry, unless y'all just don't want to really make money, then keep doing that. Y'all are not going to be getting people to watch y'all's animation shows on Disney Plus like that. It's just not going to happen. I
Now
think
look,
y'all know this.
now look. If they really
So,
want to make money, what's going on, Enzo? I think I said what's up to you. Alan
what's up,
Richardson
Enzo?
as
What's up, Brooke?
Hyperion. That sounds dope. Look, I'm gonna just keep it a buck here. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. If they want to make money, they remake this shit.
No,
I'll keep it. No, I will
because
keep it up.
you
No,
know,
you put the right people. Listen, you put the right people in charge. Because if you get to the point where you have to remake Kathy's Clone, you put the right people in charge. And maybe this is a bit of what Feige's going to be doing when he has to start remaking Iron Man's. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's going to be a reboot after the MCU. But really, what is that other
bro,
than having to So look, you start off with the Phantom Menace, and have the right person doing this, and you remake the Skywalker saga from episode one
you know how
to
toxic
episode
this is gonna be.
from episode 1 to episode 9. And
You know how
here's this.
toxic this
When you
shit's
get to,
gonna be.
it's not. Listen,
Come
I
on,
think it's not,
man.
bro. Because if you look at what Bob Iger's even preaching right now, he's
It's
understand.
nothing about Star Wars.
But listen, applying those lessons to Star Wars is a prime model to reboot. So let me run it down like this. Say we go through Marvel, and
Mhm.
we see this shift in Marvel. You know, they're shifting back to not being afraid to have their main characters be white males. They're shifting back to not really pushing out. They're shifting back to not really pushing out like messaging, and they're really focusing on the quality of the content, right?
Right.
So let's say that goes, and they see, oh, that's bringing back the money. They apply that formula to Star Wars. That leads them down the path for a good remake. All it takes is for the remake of Phantom Menace to actually be good. Like to actually have people be like, wait a minute, that was actually pretty good. Not to be the same as, or to give you the same feeling as the first, as the OG, as the original prequel, but to say, you know what? I actually like that was actually pretty effing good. That just takes one. And then you're building that hype back up. And look, here's the thing. You were separating yourself from Disney is separating themselves from the stigma and mystique of the original OG trilogy. If anything, people be like, oh, it's just not as good as the. If you have a good one, it's like people be like, oh, it's not as good as the originals, but it's a pretty damn good remake. That's a dub. That's better than sitting here getting these nothing fucking burgers out of all of these wasteless series, these wasteless movies that are about to come out.
If they stick to Ahsoka and build on what they have going with Anakin, I'm fine.
That is not it, bro. That is just
what
not
else is it then?
That is not nothing.
Nothing
is it, Justin. That's the point. Nothing is it, Justin.
But okay, within that same breath, we gotta mention, as you said, if they step away from this politic preaching type shit that they're on, bro, you're talking about the same company that thought it was a good idea to make Obi-Wan bi in a random ass comic book. You're talking about the same company that literally for the just optics had two girls kissing for no reason, had no impact on the story whatsoever. They were just there. You have the same company that wants to fucking make a Lando movie because of inclusion. You have the same company.
They're slowing down on that shit.
No, they're not.
Allegedly.
No, bro.
Allegedly, they're slowing down on that shit.
So what I'm saying is, you have the same company. You're telling me you trust them not to go ahead and make Obi-Wan Kenobi black?
Bro.
Which, do I have a problem with it? No. If you make a great story with it, cool. But you know how fucking toxic that shit's gonna be? Come on, I ain't even gonna want to talk about Star Wars at that point.
Where we at, bro? Aren't you already there?
Oh yeah,
like, that's the thing. That's the thing I'm getting at. Like we're already at that point,
but
to when people don't want to talk about Star Wars. You're already at that point to where it's already some shit. So like, why keep continuing to beat this dead horse to a pulp and just make a new horse? Now, this new horse might come out and not be able to run on his own. This new horse might come out and be dead at birth. But guess what? You keeping this shit going because right now you beating that dead horse, this single dead horse down to a fucking pulp. It's never gonna be done, Justin. And their only way out.
The Ahsoka show and bring Hayden back, and then after that, just be done. I don't give a fuck.
Like I would much rather
reboot because then at that point I just won't watch it.
Look, here's the thing. I'm not even advocating for a reboot. I'm not even saying that's what I want. However, they're not presenting me with anything that makes me feel like they shouldn't.
That is true.
They're not presenting me with any type of plan or anything that gives me faith. The Ahsoka, like all of these ancillary series, I'm sorry, nobody is going to give a fuck enough no matter what you do. Even with Mando, you know how many actual Star Wars fans that like you could talk to like in the street?
Dude, Star Wars fans don't really exist
the actual
these days,
movies.
though.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about the people who saw the OGs, people who saw the prequels. Like these people, like I would say maybe in their 40s, 50s. I would say not 40s, like in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. People at work, and I know I generalize a lot when I talk to my conversation people, but to me, like having these conversations with people who aren't in these type of communities is a very good gauge on the fuck is going on. Because
and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about Grogu. Like they don't give a fuck about Mando. They don't give a fuck about Grogu.
Exactly, they're just like that green cute little thing. That's it. That's literally
like they don't give a damn. So to me, it's like, bro, they have nothing going for them. So like, why continue? At the end of the day, it's the Skywalker saga. The things that's gotten the Star Wars fans most hype since that sequel trilogy. What has it been related to? Luke showing up in season 2, Luke showing up in Boba Fett, Grogu being connected to what's his name?
Possibly being connected to Yoda, but
to Yoda, yeah.
There's
nothing. Then you got
linking that at all.
Then you got Anakin You know what I
Hayden
mean? Then
Christensen's
you got
coming back,
Anakin
and then-
in Ahsoka. Like, oh, and then you got Obi-Wan, which the hype was there before, but then it died out when they realized it wasn't really about fucking Obi-Wan. So all of this stuff around Star Wars is based off of what? The OGs. And I'm sorry, like, until you get to the point to where, like, we're just going back to the OGs, it's going to be some shit. And it's not like you can have good produced content. Shows can be good, but the franchise in itself won't ascend to a level, and that's all I'm getting at. Like this, basically,
it's Jover.
Huh?
It's Jover.
Yeah. So basically, you can't. You killed off all of these characters. You killed off every single one of these characters.
They fucking did too.
It's not. Look, it's not a multiverse where you can do like secret, like you do like what the Avengers is about to do, and just reboot the shit and have different characters come back, and there's still a continuity. It's not comics, so you know what you got to do. You just got to make it his own fucking series, bro.
Or they could just do the thing where they tell the story that people wanted to hear from 7, 8, and 9.
Exactly. Here's the thing: that remake can go from 1 to 9.
Dude,
and that's 7, 8, and 9. Everything that we fucking hated about 8 and 9, fix that shit. Even if you have the same decisions as Luke, give us in the middle of episode 7 and 8, give us a story that explains why Luke feels that way. Build it out, like just build this shit out. Even in the OG trilogy, some of the questions and mysteries that people have. Like, why didn't they do this, or this was actually going on? All of that shit is fiction. You can do some ancillary, you can do some Disney Plus shit. You can do some movie shit to answer that stuff in the movie. Like, you can do these things to actually do it and move it forward. That's all I'm saying. Star Wars got all to get out of me tonight.
Star Wars is Jover. But are you at least are you watching the first 2 episodes?
Oh, I'm definitely watching the whole season of Acolyte. Like I said, I watch content. I'm definitely watching the whole season of Acolyte. I hope Acolyte proves me wrong. But at the end of the day, like it could be the best show ever. I just don't think it's not the Skywalker.
Dude, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just can't. I'm gonna commit to 2 episodes, the first 2.
Let me ask you this.
We'll go from there.
If you're telling me, if you had the option of making a movie, and it is making a movie franchise off of unknown characters, or making a movie franchise off of those 3 that's based around 3 of the most popular characters in movie history, which one would you say had a better chance to succeed?
The one with 3 known characters.
Why not remake it then?
Shut up.
Why not remake it then? Like to the amount of work they have to do to make us care about the old Republic characters.
But the
amount of work they have to do.
It's not that they have. It's not even because look, Marvel has.
Why would we care? Why do I
You're
care?
right.
Like, why do I really care? Why do I really care about these old Republic people?
They fuck shit up. They do. They do. They do. They're not even gonna. Dude, we all know they ain't even giving these characters. So
is it trepidation about this? About them just fucking up the characters, and not necessarily the process.
As far as Acolyte goes,
no. About if they were to remake the shit,
the reboot.
That's your trepidation about them. Just you're feeling like they would just go completely woke and fuck everything up.
Yes, I think, dude. I'm sorry. I think if they reboot, we're gonna see another level of toxicity in this fan base. Because I'm sorry, I feel like the people over there at Lucasfilm, they can't help themselves but to do something that would make that happen. I personally have a problem if you make a good story, a good reboot story of the characters, and Obi-Wan happens to be black. No, I don't give a fuck. But you know who does? This community's gonna lose their fucking mind. Let's be completely honest.
But if they have someone take care of the writing, like my man Bo DeMayo did,
bro,
and like no, if they have top quality, you can't deny this type shit in it. Then you have a better chance of doing that they can then continuing to make this mid-ass fuck shit. Because to be real, everybody ain't toxic. And the reason why the toxic shit's winning is because this shit's some trash because nobody gives a fuck about these people.
I mean, it's bad. It's
Yeah, it's
absolutely
bad.
bad.
It's
Like
bad.
I'm over here trying to hold my tongue and be positive and hopeful about Acolyte, but with every trailer, I'm like, nah, this is gonna be terrible. What's up, Enzo? What's up, Dan? What's up, Lotus? But yeah, it's gonna be fucking terrible. I want to be hopeful. I am trying with all my might to be hopeful that this is gonna be an all right show. But bro, you show me. Look, y'all are screwing.
It's gonna be fun.
We got Jedis over here not even fighting with lightsabers, and that's what y'all wanted to showcase. Come on, man. We want to showcase that of all things. That's why I'm not looking. Unfortunately, like with every thing they drop, I'm like, oh.
That's all I'm saying. Look,
I'm and then they rat on themselves. Did you hear about that shit too?
I'm probably gonna say this shit, Justin, until it happens.
But did you hear that though?
What?
They ratted on themselves.
What'd they say?
They already let it slip that the girl's a twin.
You just spoiled the show for me.
They did this.
I didn't see it. You spoiled it.
I don't care. Sorry, bro.
You spoiled it for me.
But yeah, no, fuck these guys. They can't even do
the things
so
that's the whole fucking show. Let's hope. I'm going into this thinking.
Did this.
I'm going into this thinking that the girl that he is fighting is a little girl that's in the beginning of the shit.
Bro, they've leaked their whole shit. That's my other issue. We already know Abeloth is in there because of their commercials. We already know that they're gonna have a twin. Like this, they are fucking stupid.
Kevin Feige.
I don't understand Star Wars.
Kevin Feige, listen to me.
Feige would never let that happen.
Kevin Feige, just fucking listen to me, Kevin. After you do this shit with Secret Wars, I want you to ride out into the sun in Marvel. Do this shit with Secret Wars. Actually, last maybe a phase after Secret Wars, and then ride out into the sun. Right? Take your ass over there to Star Wars because by then Star Wars would have dug themselves such a deeper hole with this dead ass horse that they're beating that they will need to remake their shit. Kevin Feige, you are the person, you are the man who is to lead a team and delegation for them to correctly remake Star Wars, so that Disney can go on and make all this content they want
take care of
in the
first.
sandbox, in the sandbox of Phantom Menace to Episode 9. Let Feige, that is your whole, what is that, 100-year sandbox? That is your sandbox to play in. Do that and take care of it. In Star Wars, you can move on. You can be fine. Now, am I saying everybody's gonna come back to it? No. But what I am saying is that they have a way to make this stuff connect to this new generation of people who maybe look at the OG trilogy and like, that's cool, but it looks old. So maybe people look at the OG, look at the prequel trilogy, like, that seems a little bit cheesy. You know, is ways that they can do it. At the end of the day, they need a break. The break does need to happen, Enzo. That's where animation comes in. Because you can't just go in there and say we're just going to remake it.
But that's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing now. They've been on a fucking break since the last movie.
No, I mean a break from everything live action. I mean a break from everything live action, not the shows. And you break from everything continuity wise. You break from it. You break from it, like, and that's where we run into a dead end, Justin. Because at the end of the day, people wanted to end. It's not. We just reboot it. All right. Either way, look, that's it with that.
And then everyone's like, I didn't know that. Bro, it's in the trailer. It's literally in like one of the earlier trailers.
I'm gonna be real.
Abeloth's face.
Yeah, I did not know Abeloth was there.
Like, and then I feel bad for Josh over here.
Justin is just out here spoiling shit because he watches.
It's literally in the trailers.
Justin watching spoilers.
I'm not for no fucking Star Wars. I don't care.
Justin been watching this shit, thinking that all of us know everything. I had no idea about this twin. I had no idea about Abeloth, And he's just over here trying to sabotage. Are you trying to sabotage Acolyte?
My time to shine. Hello.
I mean, is that
burner.
you?
It's not my burner.
Is that you?
Because
damn,
it's not me,
look,
but I am excited.
You should have told me,
Agatha.
Watch, the only thing they haven't spoiled themselves is a mid-ass Yoda cameo. Bro, if Yoda cameos in this shit, I'm gonna flip a fucking table. Because why the fuck is he not the main fucking Jedi Master in this
so
shit?
predictable, bro. Oh my gosh.
If he cameos and is not a major piece of this show, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
it's crazy.
Like, did you not just see what Grogu fucking did? That's not even Yoda, and what he fucking did. You tell me we get to see a younger Yoda, bro?
Oh my god,
a younger fucking Yoda, something we've been dying to see, and you're just gonna give us a fucking cameo?
Kendall, what do I keep saying? Lucasfilm, the home of missed opportunities out here, bro. They just miss opportunities, and then we're over here, dude. I feel bad for Josh over here because he over here just having to have to answer why he's kind of not wanting to cover Star Wars anymore. What do you blame him when they literally just throw out their own shit? Like, bro, no. How do you let the captions spoil that there's a twin? I don't get that. I'm sorry, I just don't get it. I don't. Yeah, Justin, and then you have Abeloth. You have Abeloth out there.
Captions. It wasn't the captions, Justin.
It wasn't the captions.
No. Except Justin. Except you have look, Justin. I understand.
I've been talking about it all over Twitter.
No. Look. You have to understand.
I'm sorry, guys. Look, I'm sorry.
Just you spoiled it.
Talking about a mid-show.
But we are talking about a mid-show, and we are liable to get spoiled on anything.
I just want to see a Mace Windu show, dude. I want to see a Mace Windu movie, not a show, because that's gonna be
like.
Do
you like?
I would be here for a Mace Windu show, because Mace Windu is a badass. They don't really portray it like that in the movies. Who?
You know who else was a badass? Boba.
No, he wasn't. I'm sorry.
That was a whole allure as to why people wanted to watch Boba. That was the whole allure as to why people wanted to watch.
I didn't give a fuck about a Boba Fett show. Because for whatever fucking reason, I must be the only one.
I'm sorry, but for whatever fucking reason, people thought Boba was a badass.
Yeah, they're the same fucking ones that think Lando deserves a fucking movie. Dude, Lando doesn't deserve a movie.
Nah.
Neither does Boba. I'm sorry. Boba was a background character. I don't understand why he's so hyped up. Look, he looks cool. He's mysterious a little bit, but he didn't deserve a fucking. He got fucking smoked by Han Solo quickly.
Right, but going on to another studio that doesn't know how to handle their property.
Jeez,
Sony.
Oh, yeah,
now look,
dude.
Take what I'm about to say here with a fucking grain of salt. All right, but. Because I'm going to read this tweet and I'm going to read another tweet. But this tweet here says, and I guess Daniel Rickman put this on his Patreon. Shout out to Daniel Rickman's Patreon. I don't pay for it, but you should. And if you do, hit me up with some screenshots.
But I did the leaks.
But look, Sony, he said here this. Look, Sony plans to bring back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in their cinematic universe as key players in their own multiverse storyline. Separate from the MCU, as key players in their own multiversal storyline, separate from the MCU. Now, just to give it a little bit of benefit of the doubt here, Geeky Cast, the keeper of receipts, my man's, I trust what he says, because I know he's a real fucking human being, because he's been in here and he's talked, and AI is not that far advanced. He said this: I don't know how many of y'all follow, but he's changing the wordings and making that sound worse. It stated Sony wanted to have them in their multiverse, but never mentioned not in Marvel's multiverse. Now, let's just go on the premise and say, which sounds on brand for Sony. Just say, they actually plan to keep them in their multiverse and not the MCU's. This kind of tracks with other moves they've been making.
And Enzo, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. This kind of tracks with other moves that they've been making. When I talk about that, like with Lord and Miller getting to take over the story, the live action story of the Spider-Man multiverse, Will you look at what they're doing with Nicolas Cage? The rumors of a Ghost Spider movie, Gwen Stacy movie.
Which I know you're not here for it.
I'm not here for any of that fucking shit. I'm not here for Nick Cage. I am not here for any. First of all, why are y'all giving us live action shit before you give us a live action Miles? But that's neither here nor there. We're not gonna go there. Maybe I will tonight because I just feel like cool. But we're not gonna go there right now. Here's the thing. It feels like it's adding up because if you even consider what they said about X-Men 97. And to me, X-Men 97 was a show that, like, I felt like in some way should be connected to what's happening with Secret Wars and the multiverse. But in some way it should be connected to the Marvel multiverse. It's been said that they should view that show as its own separate multiversal tree. Everything that they've hinted from the actual Watcher being there to the in X-Men 97 when you had the multiversal tree showing up in that graphic there, they've done whatever they can to say, no, it's his own separate universe. It's his own separate multiverse. I'm afraid to say I feel like this is what they're about to set us up for here. And I don't get why they want to not play with Marvel. And again, we're going to go with the assumption of this being the case that they don't want to go with Marvel. It doesn't make sense why you want to separate from the one and only comic book studio that's actually making money off of their shit. There has not been another studio other than Sony with Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 that has actually made it out the mud with their comic book movies. Let me repeat that. There has not been another studio that has made it out of the mud with their comic book movies. Now, have other studios made one movie, 2 movies? Yes. But to come up with a whole fucking franchise of an interconnected story, an interconnected universe, and a goddamn multiverse now? At its worst, Marvel is doing better. Sorry, Sticky, but we cussing tonight. At its worst, Marvel is doing better right now than what any other comic book studio has done at their best. And you want to leave this multiverse based off what? Off of 2 animated movies? I'll be real here. Justin?
Yes.
When you think Sony can't stoop no lower, they just keep coming out with news. That shows you just how fucking dumb they are, bro. Like, dog, common sense would tell you that you got billion-dollar movies on your hands with Spider-Man in the MCU, interacting with the X-Men, interacting with the Avengers, interacting with the Fantastic Four, with, you know, everything that we got coming back. Things would tell you that's the truth. But if they're going to really sever the line and go back to their Sony shit, dog, they're going to find out real quick. They're going to pull a this, put that line here, and they're going to fuck around and find out real quick. Because at the end of the day, what if I said before, Justin? Sony don't got shit but Peter Parker and maybe Miles Morales.
I would say solidly Miles.
I can't say solidly until we see him succeed in live action, bro.
That's partially true, but I would still say Miles.
Look, that's why I think they're scared to even do it in live action. You know what? I think if they felt confident in their ability to do a live action Miles Morales, I think if they felt confident in their ability to do a live action Miles Morales, they would have done it by now.
Look, alone.
They know they can't fuck that up, and they scared as hell too. So they gonna do a little Gwen Stacy.
Look.
They gonna do
Sony don't. I don't know. Sony needs, like, I will be livid if Sony tries to take it upon themselves and not put Marvel with them
Well, look,
on
I'm gonna be
a
real.
Miles
Miles
live
Morales to
action.
me is a hard one. Miles Morales is gonna be a hard one to pull off. Like in my eyes, I have a hard time even picturing a live action Miles Morales.
Sticky Ricky, Jaden Smith needs
Jason's
to
way
stay the
too.
fuck away from
Jaden Smith is
this
like
character.
far gone. Jaden
We
Smith
don't
is
need
far
him.
gone.
We don't need him.
He's
We don't want him to be
he's far
Miles.
gone.
No.
Like there's no way at this point he can be Miles Morales. I'm sorry.
If he
No way
wants
at
more
this point.
money, one, he shouldn't have been in the conversation. Two, bye. Like, go somewhere. We don't want you. Sorry. I do not want Jaden Smith as Miles Morales.
It doesn't
Give
even
him a
fit
Static
anymore.
Shock character in DC
But
or
anyway,
something. We don't want
look,
him.
he's too old for that. Like, yo, Jaden Smith is old now, bro.
Yeah, I know. But
But my keyboard working. I don't know. We better hear. So I got my new keyboard. Jaden Smith's 25. By the time you actually get those movies made, he'll be 28. No.
yeah. I mean, he's not too old, but I don't want
Look.
him as
Not
Miles.
all right. Not to get sidetracked.
Him as Miles.
Look,
No.
at the end of the day, they don't have shit. Cool. Toby and Andrew, do your thing. Fine. How long before that gets boring, bro?
One movie.
1 movie, 2 movies. They're talking about bringing them back in the next movie. This is why part of my trepidation, like this was part of my concerns with Deadpool, because it's like people were banking on Wolverine to be like, Wolverine's coming back. That's going to mean everything. And I'm not getting into that debate. Wolverine's coming back. That means everything. Bro, you know how many times we've already seen people come back? So like to me, I was like the only thing that like kind of makes Deadpool would like make me be like, oh shit, Deadpool about to pop is if I knew it's gonna be some like OG stuff, Avenger stuff, or like things that we never thought we'd see with Hugh Jackman interacting with some of the people that we love. And I'm not gonna get into that. But when it comes to Toby and Andrew, that thing gonna drop real quick. Dude, they want to make a own Andrew movie. And he had the most terrible box office numbers on his re-release. When they did these re-releases, they've been doing these Spider-Man re-releases, it went like a downward slope. All they got is Andrew. Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man 4 would be good, but I guarantee you this, Spider-Man 5 won't be a no-go.
Dude.
Unless,
And here's the thing, too. I like Andrew, too. I think his coming back was great. And then
Andrew.
The movies aren't that bad. They're not amazing, but they ain't that bad either. But go ahead.
It's just the fact. It's not enough there to say we're going to sever ties with this shit. Now, will they still be using Tom Holland in the MCU to make bread? Probably.
Yeah. Duh.
To fund their bad decisions? Probably.
That's the worst part about it.
But like, they just got to be aware of how quick shit just gets old. Like for example, Across the Spider-Verse. I love that movie. It's a great movie. But when you watch it a second time, and the third time, and the fourth time, the lore of the visuals and the animation is starting to get old. And they're gonna be smart at cutting it off at the next movie.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
They're gonna be smart at cutting it off at the next movie. Now, here's the thing, problem too. That's part of the problem why they waited, is because it's like, all right, I'm already past this. Like it's been years. I'm not even really into it like that no more. Like you know what I mean? Catch me while my interest is peaked.
I think that's a you.
Catch me when my interest is peaked. I mean, I'm gonna watch. I'll be here for it, but the interest level of where I was then compared to now, and like my intrigue into the visuals and whatnot, like it puts more work into getting people back into it. The more years,
let me ask you this:
away from it.
Is it because right now we have like an indefinite extension on them, on when that next one's supposed to even be out?
Partly. Let me plug my
okay, because yeah, that's what I think a lot of it is. For me, I love that movie. I'm very vocal about how that's probably one of my favorite movies. Easily top 3. I have not watched Across the Spider-Verse for a while though, because as much as I love the movie, it's not complete for one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I mean, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna be triggered. But like, we were supposed to be watching this movie last month, the continuation. So you want me to chew on this movie? That is it's a masterpiece. Don't get me
So
wrong. Both of them are a masterpiece. But you want me to chew on this movie when y'all promised me we're gonna get this movie this year, and now we don't even have a date in sight, and y'all are releasing shit. That's where my frustration and tiredness and not wanting to really watch any of these, kind of not even want to watch this Miles movie right now comes out.
So
if Beyond came out right now, I'm in it.
Just to think about, say they were to do their own cinematic universe with Toby and Andrew, just to kind of throw some things out there.
Not smart.
Throw them at the wall and see what happens, right? Let's think about what we're watching right now with Across the Spider-Verse. We're watching them do an all-out, all Spider-Man interact and the spider web is falling type of story. To me, which seems to be the biggest Spider-Man story you can do when it comes to multiple Spider-Man. Check that off the board.
Mm-hmm.
You done live action. Bring them back already with Peter Parker in the MCU. And those three interacting in live action, send them back. Check that off the board. You already done Venom, Green Goblin, Hobgoblin. You done Electro. You done. Who else did they do? You done Vulture. You done Scorpion. You done Green Goblin twice.
Technically started Rhino and didn't finish it because that was supposed to be the third one for Andrew.
Check that off the board. It's going to get old quick. Real quick. Like, to the point to where it's like, because I was about to say, you know what, best case scenario, let's talk about what it could be. Where they could be working to be in their own multiverse. And dog, my mind went to what they've already doing with Spider-Verse. My mind went to what they've already done with No Way Home. There's nothing there for multiple Spider-Man like
That's why you just need two. That's why you just need two. Miles and obviously Peter.
If Sony was smart, it would behoove them to do a live-action Miles and just make that Miles their Sony Spider-Man, who every once in a while will come interact with the MCU.
No,
that would be the wisest move for Sony, because they'll cash in on Miles, they'll cash in on Black culture.
No, as a brother, I don't want it. I want Miles with Marvel or not at all.
Look, I'm just saying that would be their best play. Now, again, like I said, I think they're just scared to do Miles.
You know what we're going to get if they just do Miles by themselves? We're going to get that brother that's an acolyte.
Yeah. Look.
With that shitty-ass haircut.
Is it that far-fetched to say that, though, they are... I think Sony is afraid to do a live-action Miles Morales. Because when you look at everything that they're talking about doing, it seems like they're doing everything but Miles. You're talking about bringing back these old ass not old. I'm sorry. You're talking about bringing back Toby and Andrew.
They're old.
Giving them their own universe. You're talking about bringing back. You're talking about having Nick Cage do his own live action series on Amazon.
Not even under them, on Amazon.
You're talking about doing a whole Gwen Stacy movie before you get to the person who's made you the most money on your own movies in the animated film, which is Miles Morales, and has been killing it in the video game world. So on top, all that to say, they are scared to do Miles Morales. I don't know why.
It's obvious.
Wait. They're scared to do Miles Morales, and I get it. I get why they're scared to do Miles Morales. But at the end of the day, that's the biggest problem they have. That like, if they can't give us Miles Morales, if they're scared to actually take that shot to do it, they got a problem, bro.
They should be scared.
They got a problem.
They should be scared. It's if they fuck that up, like what else are we gonna watch after that?
Yeah.
And plus, I'm sorry, they have to finish the third movie before they even do that anyway. Like,
Before they even have a, yeah.
they got to conclude what, because bro, I want to know what's gonna happen. Are Miles and Gwen gonna be cool, or is it smoke forever with her, or what?
It's just to me, bro. Like, oh, Gwen and Miles are definitely gonna be cool because she coming to
Oh
save him.
yeah, I feel like they're gonna,
Oh no, she already
like
on his side.
they're
They
gonna.
already cool. They
I
already
feel
cool.
like they're gonna be back in love type shit.
Yeah, they already are. Like they're already cool. They're just going through a rough patch. They're really good, even though like Spider Bite, which your girl from the Acolyte is Spider Bite. By the
Is
way,
that her?
yeah, that's her.
She's a cutie.
How,
I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, how old is Spider Bite? Because I was about to make a wild comment, and I don't want to.
I'm talking
No, no,
about
no,
the
no, no, no.
actor.
I know. Yeah, I know the actor.
I
I'm
mean,
just being able.
I'm sorry, it's already wild anyway, because what was the main topic of that conversation of that movie? Hobie piped down Gwen. Gwen is fucking 16 in the
Spider
movie.
Spider Bite was actually a dude.
Spider-Bite is not a dude.
Nope, it's pulling up the wrong shit. AI is coming with the wrong answer.
Not she. It's a she.
We'll figure that out later.
Spider-Bite is a she.
Look, Hobie, maybe Hobie is, well, that whole shit.
They made like that was weird. They didn't make it weird. Well, they did hint kind of like
they did hint that she was
the internet.
there.
Yeah, the internet they made it easy on the internet. Let's just say that.
Well, I didn't even see the internet bring that up.
They did, bro. It was bad. Even that dude Straw Hat Goofy was like, it's clear that Obi piped down. It's like, okay, why are we?
Well, yeah, no. Like,
she's 16. That was weird to me. Like, why are we doing this when she's 16?
Why is she crashing in somebody's dimension?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, if I was Miles, I wouldn't be having it.
Now here's the thing. I don't think he's smashed.
I don't think so either. I think it's literally like a sister type deal.
Yeah, I think it was like a joke thing. Like, I think she really is just fucking with Miles and nobody else.
Yeah,
because she's not a hoe.
So too. I mean, she's like melting over seeing him type shit. You know what I mean?
And she's not a hoe.
And she's not a hoe. But she's melting over seeing Miles. So I'm just gonna put it out there, like, you don't melt for a guy if you're just sleeping around with other dudes like that.
Look, Sony, get your shit together. As we've always said, it should just.
Because I want y'all to win, bro. I know it's smoke all the time with me, but I want Sony to win. I really do. But y'all just be joking with me, pulling out all the stops that y'all can by pulling out freaking Craven, Madam Web that's already on Netflix. It's great. Dude, y'all toy with me, bro. It's crazy.
All right. So we got some news here of some more Daniel Rickman shit. And again, this is the first time we've been back here in a minute. Your boy really didn't do a lot of preparation for this. But some news that came out from Daniel RPK is Franklin Richards will don a Fantastic Four style costume featuring the number 5 on it in the Fantastic Four. So not only are we going to get a Fantastic Four from a different universe, not only are we going to have Pedro Pascal replacing Reed, the Fantastic Four will no longer be the Fantastic Four, and the first time we see them in the MCU, they'll be the Fantastic Five because we will see Franklin Richards don the suit.
Fantastic Five.
The Fantastic Five. Now here's the deal. Do we need to go over the whole origin story of the Fantastic Four again? Hell no. Like, do we need to start it from the top with the Fantastic Four? No. We do need to move this story forward. But how far forward do we need to actually move it in this one movie is the question I beg to ask. Now, I get that we're doing Secret Wars. I get that we are... Franklin Richards is definitely a main part to play in Secret Wars because he's the one who puts the damn multiverse back together. And the whole thing of Galactus looking for Franklin Richards, like, it makes sense. It adds up. But, okay. How crazy would it be if Franklin Richards actually put together the MCU?
That'd be some mind fuckery that they would really have to explain. Is this a theory you working on?
I mean, it's just when it came up, and I might have to like pump it out
It's not no might. I think you need to make it short on this one.
because if we're thinking about them coming from a previous universe, like let's combine some shit here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Let's just combine some theories. One, the theory is they're going to come from a destroyed universe. And there's a theory out there that I think it started off with Cosmic Wonder or kind of Coaching, one of those two, where they talk about the Fantastic Four possibly coming in from a destroyed timeline that predates our universe, that predates the universe that Arishem talks about. So, like in Loki, where we see that ship coming out of that universe that seems like it's destroyed, the timeline that seems like it's destroyed, they think it's Fantastic Four, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, say the Fantastic Four takes place in a previous timeline that was destroyed. Galactus is coming there, coming to the Fantastic Four looking for Franklin Richards. Why? Galactus, I think, is on the side that wants the multiverse, the universe to live, that wants eternity to live. Franklin Richards has that key role in Secret Wars of rebuilding the multiverse after Secret Wars. What if he's the one who puts together the sacred timeline that we know now after the destruction of the Fantastic Four's home universe and timeline? Now, that could be very far-fetched, which it is, because, you got to think about, well, maybe who did create this timeline, right? Like, who is the maker behind this timeline and why things were started off with one timeline and not a multiverse, and why things decided to change, right? Also, too, if Franklin Richards made the multiverse, then where the fuck has he been at this whole time with the Fantastic Four? He just let the Fantastic Four out? Or, just how did Kang end up coming into play and just making one sacred timeline? That's all that legwork that I got to put through there. But that would be a wild reveal. All in all, I do find it just maybe a little bit too early to go that hard with Franklin. I would like to see a Fantastic Four movie. Maybe we could see the kids in there and you could tease that out. But for him to actually be donning the suit in the first movie, I just honestly think it's a little bit too soon.
Maybe a little.
It's just a little bit too soon to be rolling out. Now, they could do some cool stuff with it and I could be here for it. But hasn't that been part of Marvel's issue? It's been kind of doing cool stuff in their movies, but it's just really not earned.
It doesn't lead to anything either.
Yeah, and it doesn't lead to anything. So
Yeah.
I would much rather save him for his moments in Secret Wars. But I did want to call that out because that's kind of a huge deal because we've never even seen Franklin on screen before. Pretty sure a large part of America has no idea.
No idea.
I'm pretty sure if you said Franklin Richards to a large part of just your normal movie going base that's just seen the movies of the Fantastic Four, they would probably think you're talking about Reed Richards.
Yeah.
When you say Franklin Richards, they probably say, "Oh, you talking about Mr. Fantastic? I love him."
Probably, more than likely. Yeah.
So Justin, just it is very interesting to see where we're going to head with it because, like I said, it is a star-studded cast. There are a lot of people in that movie who are not being casted. I mean, look, we got Pedro Pascal, we got Vanessa Kirby, who's going to be Sue Storm. I can see that. This random guy being Ben Grimm. To be real, it never really mattered to me who was going to be Ben Grimm, as long as it wasn't Mila Kunis. Then you got like Joseph Quinn, who I think is a great casting for that. Actually, you know what? I was thinking that from Stranger Things, this whole time I was thinking Joseph Quinn was the lifeguard Billy guy.
Mm.
Instead, he's the good tar guy. I'm not so sure how I feel about that no more. But Homegirl's a Silver Surfer. I'm here for that. Julia Garner as Silver Surfer, she seems pretty good. And then Ralph Ineson as Galactus. I've heard his voice. He's fine. These other people, they seem to be just kind of villains, sideshow villains. Um, so if Franklin Richards is a grown up, I don't know what's going on. Space, what's
So
going on?
space.
But yeah, that's the Fantastic Four news. Just hope they don't fuck it up.
I think maybe a year and a half ago, I'd be worried. Now not too worried. It is kind of weird that they wouldn't just choose to do what's his name? Norman Rad, but I'm not too I mean, make it good. We'll be fine. Just have a well thought out plan. I believe more so in Marvel, so we'll be good.
We got some more Fantastic Four news. San Diego Comic Con. The belief is, and this comes from Geeky Cast, but this is a retreat from his boy Syrian Geek Bobs. It says that the Fantastic Four will take stage at San Diego Comic Con. I believe this is when we will get our Doctor Doom announcement. I just want to be able to get Giancarlo Esposito's booking schedule just to see where he's at around the time this San Diego Comic Con is going to go down.
You think it's gonna be him?
I'm starting to think it's going to be him.
I'm kind of with that. I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, and I mentioned it before too. I forgot what came up, but I reached out to a certain friendly scooper of ours that was like, who is this Giancarlo going to be? We're going to take it off here. I'm like, who, like, what's this Giancarlo news, or what's going to be, what did he say? What was it? I said, okay. It was a controversy around the Doom casting. And I said, what does that mean? He just said there's kind of multiple things hinting out there that it's going to be a person of color.
Which I don't have a problem with it, man. Just make it good. Just make it good, bro.
Y'all make it good.
Y'all succeeded once. Do it again.
And I think it's fine with some people. I think it'll be fine with people as long as it's good, as long as it works. And it's Giancarlo. Giancarlo is one of those, like, he's a brother, but he's racially ambiguous.
Yeah.
Like, you look at him and you're not like, you got something in you. You're black, but you got something in you, Giancarlo.
What else are you?
Like, what are, like, yeah, like, and that can fly for people. I am just very interested because you have a whole lot of people out there who are like, why not just make a new character and elevate that person? Or why not just elevate another black character that's out there? Because it doesn't work like that in media.
No.
And I love Josh. No, he's my homie. But I can't wait for this casting to come out because I want to hear his take. I think he was on board with this.
I think he is. I think he's fine with it. He don't really care.
But I know we have had this conversation about race bending, like when they had that Century shit.
It's not here for the chat, bro. That's it.
No, because we were talking about Century, and it's like, why not just make Century what he is? And I just remember a conversation when the guy that was casted to be Galactus was casted to be Galactus, and he said the exact words of, finally, like, no more of this like diversity stuff. Just give the best actor the role.
So you were hoping that same energy?
Yeah.
Look, I know our boy Josh will be fine with that. I just do the chat.
I know he'd be fine with that.
Chat
is gonna be on there.
Oh my god.
So look, when the chat was it's really when the chat was on Josh's side on that. I can't wait to see what the chat says about this.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
I can't wait to see what the chat. I can't wait to see what the chat says about
dude, what's been getting me? I'm not gonna lie. When those conversations have started, I've been triggered because there's some. That's when you start to see some of the people that are low key racist pop out. Because I know one dude, he said, we gave them Black Panther and Nick Fury. What else do they want, bro? If you don't hear yourself and hear that sounds how it sounds, you actually are the problem.
Here's the thing: it's the best actor for the role. There's ways that they can make it to where Doctor Doom would have that skin tone and complexion. His mother can always have those Liberia connections, and his father could have another connection, and it can make it dope. His father could
There's
have
ways
to
to
be
do it.
could be the reason why his complexion is that way. There's ways he could just be born that fucking way because he's Doom. Now the only question I will have is the mask. We're not supposed to see Doctor Doom's face, really. Like really, we're not supposed to see his face.
Yeah.
But I guess they've already broken that golden rule in movies. So they'll, with the first original Fantastic Four and the second Fantastic Four, they broke that rule. So we'll probably see that rule broken again. But I think Giancarlo does have a face that can be covered up. Like, I'm not saying he's an ugly dude, but I can see them, like, I feel like his face is very easy for them to put makeup on the scar to make him ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even under the scars, you see a no homo, a good looking dude under the scars, but he's just scarred up to where you don't want to look at him. I had to say no homo before that. I
You didn't. It's fine to say a dude looks good.
Now, to the next piece of news here. Look, it's a lot of news out that we've kind of missed.
Yeah, true.
White Vision.
Oh Lord.
White Vision. Now look, we're gonna talk about Black Panther later. We want to talk about White Vision now. I'm here for this show too, bro. Like surprising, one, I wish they would have given this before Agatha.
This should have. Yeah.
But I'm actually here for this because one, he is technically an OG Avenger.
Yeah.
Like, he's not the original 6. But he became an Avenger in the second movie. And was a pretty damn powerful and important Avenger. Like, until Infinity War, you seen Vision on the scene, it was like, yo, fuck it, just send Vision. Vision was Captain Marvel before Captain Marvel. Like, in my mind. Like, the moment that Vision picked up motherfucking Mjolnir and handed it to Thor like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Now, the Putang, one of the Putang, like, they should put on him. I don't even know how.
I can't blame him.
That fucked his head up. Like, hey. Wanda had him going from being someone who made no mistakes to fucking making Rhodey paralyzed.
Hey,
like,
I can't blame him. Hey, look, Rhodey would be dead too if that was me.
Hey. But no, we need Vision back. I think having Vision back is a key point. And if it's something that ends up with like Vision actually coming back to his normal self, and he can survive without, having the Infinity Stone and be just as powerful, which it seemed like he was in the show. Like, let's be real. He was going head to head. Yeah, in the show, he was going head to head with Infinity Stone powered Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Which again has always been crazy to me how Wanda recreated an Infinity Stone with all the power of the Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
But she recreated that in that reality. Either way, this White Vision has the power to go up against the Infinity Stone on his own. So, I'm interested to see not just where he's going, but I'm interested to see what he can do and what he can be and what he can mean for the Avengers. Hopefully he just becomes Vision again. Like, I know that could sound cheesy, but like I would just love for him to become a reincarnated version of Vision and for him to bounce back. Now look, I got to check this out because I did put out some plays on FanDuel tonight for the game, and my text messages is going crazy.
Wait, whose team? Who played today?
The Celtics and Mavs. And I'm gonna be real. I turned 50 cents. I bet 50 cents and $1 on my games. Like $1 if I feel certain, 50 cents if not. And these be like 13-leg bets. Okay, these are bets for tomorrow. So I'm just gonna assume that nothing hit tonight. Cause if I did, the people who sent me the text would be like, "Did you tell?" Nope, nothing hit tonight, which is all good because I don't need it to hit. I apologize, but I just shit. I might have walked into $1,000. It just might have been nothing, and it was nothing. All right,
You
so
never know.
I might have turned $1.50 into $1,000 off a 3-bet. Like I just had to check. Yeah, just had to check. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
But look, I think this series has the potential to be probably outside of Loki, outside of WandaVision, one of the most important Disney Plus series to release. Just simply because of the weight that Vision carries. I just hope they don't downplay that, Justin. Like,
Yeah.
WandaVision was fine in what itself was because it was more so a personal study on Wanda. And, like, at the end of the day, the chick was powerful enough to put a whole dome around a community and
Yeah.
brainwash them and change them into different episodes every week, different decades every week. Like, outside of that, I would have looked like, damn, y'all really downplayed Wanda. But she showed that power into creating her paradise.
Bro, yeah.
They didn't downplay Loki at all. They elevated him. I just wouldn't want them to downplay Vision like they downplayed Bruce over the years. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That's a big one.
So I'm all here for it. I think it could be good. I just need it to be good, and I needed to actually hype up.
I think there's a lot of potential with this one. Could it be a complete miss? 100%. But I think there's a lot of possibilities that go into this Vision quest because I want to know where he went afterwards for sure. After that fight, he had his epiphany. So could be really well done. Especially with the way they've been doing shows now. I'm a lot more hopeful and pretty positive on what this could be. I still think Agatha probably should not be the thing, but hey, you never know. Could be fire as well.
Now look, Justin, we had to point the show here. I'm tired as fuck. I got like 20 minutes left in me.
Me too. I'm tired too. We got to get in a little bit earlier. We got to get in a little bit earlier.
Look, I just had shit going on. My daughter's actually.
I know.
My daughter's actually her first play tonight, and she did a good job.
Hey,
she had an audition. She got into play. She's just a little munchkin. She got out there, did her fucking thing, bro. But X-Men 97 was dope. We'll start off with talking about X-Men 97, the series in itself, 13 out of 10. I'm with what other people saying. I don't think Bo is ever coming back.
Unfortunately.
And I think we will be fine with that. I think we've kind of been oversold a lot on what Bo meant to the show, and I could be wrong. But just the amount of talking that Bo has been doing, I think has led a lot of people to believe that all of this is him. And I watched the Assembled show, and they did a good job of not showing. Well, I watched the first 15 minutes because I had to stop because I was doing something else. In the first 15 minutes, I did not see a single shot of Bo. So if you're that entwined in the show, there's no way they can edit you out. And to really be able to tell that story. I mean, there
Disney.
is.
Come on now.
It is, but then again, it's like
It's
I have
Disney.
confidence in the other people that they put on the screen. Like, why should I have less confidence in the whole rest of the team than I have in one person just because he's out here tweeting about everything?
It's not that I have less confidence in them. It's just I do feel like he's set the tone. If you know what I mean. Like he's not no Kirk Cousins out there.
What was
you know
his
what I'm
actual
saying?
position?
I have no idea. But he's not a Patrick Mahomes, but he's not a Kirk Cousins either. He's right in there. He actually does some work. And I feel like that is something that I don't know. I think if we're going off of the Disney Plus show of them doing that, going over that, I mean, come on, Disney, these guys can cut a trailer over nothing. So I think they could make a little 30-minute thing or whatever it is.
He's a writer. He was a writer and producer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a big deal.
Who? X-Men 97 writers. I'm just going to look and see how many writers are there. And I hate that I got. So he was the head writer and the executive producer. Jake Castrorina is the supervising director. Okay. Cool. Here's the thing. I think that'd be fine. I think that'd be fine without him. However, it would be great if he was to come back. I just don't think they're going to bring him back. And that's it. But now, for the show itself, no issues. 13 out of 10. That finale was like perfect. I've watched that finale multiple times. Here's the thing. The funny thing is, what I got out of the finale, and what I love about what I got out of the finale, and I can't necessarily touch on it because I don't have notes on it. I just tell you how I felt. What I got out of the finale was not what I got out of the rest of the season. And I loved it the same. The rest of the season, I think, did focus more on the storyline, like on the drama, on the tension, and then we got good action.
True.
I feel like, and this might feel a little crazy, but I feel like the finale was more spectacle. They gave us more spectacle than these intimate stories. Because I think and it could be because all of these stories were coming together into one episode, as to where in previous episodes, these stories had time to breathe in their own right.
Yeah.
So, regardless, I love the spectacle of what we got. And a bit of the story that was there, like the main overarching story of, I think in that story what took over was Charles and Xavier. I mean, Charles and Professor, Charles and Magneto having their story and their conflict going head to head, and that was the leading part. But all in all, I think it was a 13 out of 10.
I'm pretty much there with you.
Now, give me your thoughts before I go off on it. Like, just where were you on just the greatness of the episode, the series?
It was really damn good, bro. They being able to show everything that they were able to show and tell the full story. And honestly, like, I only think there was one filler episode, and even the filler episode was still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It shows, like, it's partially why I'm very hyped up on Marvel right now, because, bro, that could have gone really bad, and it didn't. It went really well. It reminded you that they know how to leave cliffhangers. It reminded you they know how to actually tell a fucking story, and I'm ready for season 2 already. So
I don't want to ask you a gotcha question, but this show was written by a gay black man.
What the fuck?
No, listen where I'm going. Would you say the show was overt in the woke messaging?
No.
Or
wait.
Like, would you say this show did too much, or was too woke, or for any messaging, like to overwrite anything that they've done? No.
Here's the thing: there was some messaging in there, low key, like,
but
it wasn't
overboard.
No, they didn't go overboard. And even
did they make Kenobi black?
No, no. But the thing is, like, they had prominent, obviously had prominent stuff in there, but like, they didn't make that the whole entire identity
that wasn't
of the
be
show.
My focus on it. I'm just saying, you do have Disney having the possibility of being able to go back and do certain things without.
I'm fine with that.
I'm just putting that to my remake Star Wars argument.
I'm fine with that. I don't think Star Wars can do it, bro. Don't get me started.
I'm just telling you, it can be done. All right,
it can be done. I have
zero
faith that Star Wars can do it. Star Wars has shown zero.
All right, look, I didn't want to go back to talking Star Wars. I didn't want to go back to talking Star Wars. I just wanted to try to hit you with a gotcha, and I don't think I did.
Obi-Wan Black. They're gonna make Obi-Wan Black, and he's gonna be saying,
"Hey, cool." I'm actually could be fine with Obi-Wan being black.
Let's move on.
Look,
Let's
imagine old ass Denzel by then. You got old ass Denzel playing. Anyway, moving on. Look,
let's move on.
I kind of had to talk about it because I hadn't talked about it, but I had a tweet blow up while we were gone, and I had no idea. Look, yeah, usually when I tweet, I only get like at max 10 likes. At max 10 likes. But I guess I tapped into woke black Twitter. And yeah, I ended up having the biggest tweet I ever put out in my life. And here's what I pretty much said. And this is what I kind of want to just end on tonight. The use of T'Chaka over T'Challa is getting really annoying. My patience is wearing thin. I understand why the studio made that decision in Black Panther 2, but there's no reason to erase T'Challa out of the multiverse. If you don't know, when we was watching that episode, it's T'Chaka and not T'Challa. Now look, when I saw Black Panther in this scene right here, what's my initial thought? Oh shit, it's T'Challa. There goes T'Challa. That was my first initial thought. Then later on in the show, they put Black Panther on screen. I was like, yeah, T'Challa got some gray hairs. Okay. King T'Chaka is right. What the fuck? It's T'Chaka. So now they retconned everything to say that it's always been T'Chaka.
That's so lame.
That is lame as fuck. And look, I know it's a studio thing too because Bo DeMayo came out and said he can't even comment on that.
Yeah.
So I just gotta look. I'm trying to think of the best way to go down this road. All right, when I tweeted this, you know you got to recast the T'Challa fandom out there. They're the reason why this got all these retweets and all these likes is because the fandom is out there. Right? And they probably saw this and mistook it as me being someone who's saying recast T'Challa. I'm not. I'm saying give us T'Challa back, but at the same time, I don't care if it's a T'Challa from a multiverse. I don't care if it's an aged up T'Challa Jr. Just give me someone on screen who is Black Panther who you call T'Challa.
Yeah.
But look, here's the thing. We gotta stop with the T'Chaka shit. And we gotta start with Black Panther projects since not being T'Challa. We're gonna have Eyes of Wakanda. We're gonna have the Wakanda game. And then we're gonna have Black Panther 3. With Black Panthers and the Avengers, the whole Secret Wars side, the whole Secret Wars, Avengers 5 too, with a Black Panther who's not T'Challa. There are easy ways that Marvel can fix this. There are easy ways that you can give us a live action T'Challa. If a Fantastic Four can come from another universe and come into the MCU and be the Fantastic Four in the MCU, a T'Challa could damn sure come from another universe and be the T'Challa in that universe and work through whatever BS and make a great movie out of it. You know how much doper a Black Panther 3 would be with Shuri? If Shuri has to wrestle with the fact that another version of her brother has appeared?
Yeah, I mean, preach it to me. I feel like this is easy at this point. It's weird that they just don't want to.
So look, like, Marvel, what the fuck is your problem, bro? Like, yo, we get it. You wanted to add on to Chadwick Boseman. I honestly appreciate the sentiment, to be real with you, because how insensitive would it be to a black man's impact to be like, nah, we'll just put another one in there. Like, I think that's one thing that people make arguments for whatever side they just want to lean on, and I get that. But for people who've been out there shouting recast T'Challa from the jump, who just can't accept, here's one thing. I wish that they recast T'Challa. Justin, I think you wish that they just would have recast T'Challa.
Yep.
However, and me and you are real fucking people and understand the circumstances of and the feelings of actually losing some person that you're actually close to or working with. Like I don't
Exactly.
get it. Do all these fucking black people who want to continue to shout recast T'Challa, do all my people really think have not experienced loss or grief or to understand what that is? So like I get that, but then also too, it just would have been very insensitive to the impact that black man Chadwick Boseman had to say, you know what, your death don't mean shit. Just go ahead and put somebody else in there. I mean, I mean, so look, it was always gonna be a win-win, lose-lose situation because you was never gonna make everybody happy with that. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that shit's bridge under the water. Black Panther 2.
Water under the bridge.
What? Yeah, you know what I mean. Bridge. Shit. At this point, I know what Namor did, and after shit, water
Yeah,
might
you
be
might
over
be
the
right.
bridge.
Yeah.
But at this point, all of that shit's going downstream, right? We're past it. There was no fucking reason in a show where we're getting Iron Man cameos. I feel like I'm talking about those. Where we're getting Captain America cameo, Deadpool, Samurai, fucking Daredevil, Cloak and Dagger. Every fucking body is showing up except T'Challa. And here's the thing that pisses me off the most. What really has fucking triggered me about this whole thing is that when people say, well, it's the 90s, bro. It's the 90s. So fucking what? Spider-Man is there. Iron Man is there. Captain Marvel is there.
Exactly.
It's this thing called the Age of Heroes. We live in the age in the continuity where all of these heroes are of age to be heroes.
Exactly.
Look, maybe they're saving it for a future series that's set in this universe to go over the death of T'Chaka and to bring in T'Challa. But at the end of the day, that's just unnecessary. It's very, very, very unnecessary. Marvel, just give us T'Challa, bro. And like I said, I'm not asking for a recast. I'm not asking them to bring that T'Challa back to life that we saw and none of that shit. Just from here on out, stop with the bullshit and give us T'Challa. That's all. That's all I gotta say.
I'm with you. It's getting annoying at this point, honestly. Like, bro,
it's really getting
annoying. Dude, like, what else can we say? Freaking Chadwick Boseman was my favorite actor. Loved him ever since. I mean, shit. 42 is one of my favorite movies. As tragic and as sad as it was, and I get what they had to do. T'Challa, like, is still one of those characters we still need to have, and I don't think. I mean, I can't speak for him. I can't speak for the family either, but I just don't think it's cool to just completely cut a character off of that. I don't think that does well for the legacy of the character. Because, I mean, shit, let's be completely honest. Once he got too old, he was going to be out of the character anyway. Like, y'all are going to recast then. So, like, I don't know, man. I just, I'm with you. I love Chadwick Boseman, but I do want this character to also live on as well. I mean, he's no one's ever gonna replace Chadwick Boseman at this. Like, it's just how it is.
He's dead.
But
his character is dead. No one.
Yes.
At the end of the day, nobody's ever gonna recast or replace that character. Is dead.
Mm-hmm. But like to just completely almost write him out of every universe now, pretty much, is kind of weird. I don't like it. So
now look, it made sense in What If because we view What If as being continuity of kind of MCU adjacent, but also as well, all of the heroes that were featured in What If, that episode of What If where T'Chaka were the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Every single person was a parent, and Star-Lord was a kid. Like, all of that makes sense. You're not in that age of heroes that we're accustomed to. But why was all of the, if you go back to the 1600s episode of What If, all of those people there were the same age.
Hmm.
You had every single hero there that was supposed to be there. So I would assume T'Challa was to be there as well in that universe.
That'd be my
You
thought.
just you just don't. It's pissed me off. And at the end of the day, too, I think more so is giving the people who have been shouting this whole time to recast T'Challa and have been shouting that Marvel has an agenda with this T'Challa shit. It's giving them
Rambo.
proof.
Yep.
And I
Uh,
even now I have to start the question to be like, well, what? Why aren't you using T'Challa? What is
yep.
it like? Like what? Well, hold up. Like what's going on here? Like why aren't you moving forward to moving this story forward in other mediums? You know what I mean? Like what? Like what's really truly your motivation here? Now apparently I haven't got to read it yet, but the Ultimate Black Panther seems to be okay in the episode in issue number 1 and to move forward there. But we shouldn't have to wait for a reboot.
No.
You shouldn't have to wait for a reboot to get Black Panther back. So I just felt like I just had to shout that out because I mean Black Panther he's not my favorite character, but he is one of my favorites. My favorite character is Hulk. I'm sorry, like race don't change that. My favorite character is Hulk. Like power set, Hulk smack. Like bro, like if I could be a
Focus
character,
good.
look, I feel like I'm an Earthbender, and if there's anything closer to an Earthbender, I feel like it's Hulk. So
I mean, I guess, yeah, kinda in a way.
Hulk got Earthbender energy, bro. The stern stubbornness. He don't got Firebender. Who do you think he got? You think he got Firebender energy?
Yes, yes, yes. I'll mainly go there. If we're talking
Fire.
about like his use of controlling him hulking out, then yes, I'd say earthbending.
Nah,
Oh no,
I
earthbending. You're saying earthbending. That'd be airbending. So,
yeah.
oh no, it's because it's more so
I view Hulk as more
rage.
stubbornness. Like I hear the rage. I hear the rage aspect of it, and I wasn't necessarily thinking of the rage aspect. But I'm thinking more of the like if you were to go Immortal Hulk or World Breaker Hulk,
Mhm.
maybe that's no Immortal Hulk. Maybe Immortal Hulk is more the Earthbender energy of what I'm thinking. Because it's the sternness and the stubbornness and the to the groundness, and all I'm thinking about is Hulk punching the ground and shit moving around it. Um, but I'm definitely an Earthbender.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm
I
I,
feel you.
I'm definitely an Earthbender, and I want Hulk to be an Earthbender too. But too, I'm a Virgo, and it's an Earth sign, and I do feel very connected to Earth, and I feel like my body is built to be like Earthbender. I'm definitely not built to be no Airbender. It's funny, my wife is a Pisces, and that's a water sign, and she's very connected to water, and she's kind of built more like a water bender, like kind of like build.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't know nothing about
But
that shit.
you don't know nothing. But you don't know your sign?
I don't know. I don't care.
Damn, you haven't got to go to. Nah, bro, you got to know your sign, bro.
No, you don't.
You got to know your sign. Like that, I don't even know what that shit means for real. I just know like I'm a Virgo and it's in the Earthbender, And then when I was in college and I was flirting with bitches, I did look out to like see what signs was compatible.
No, I tried
Um,
that one thing. I don't know if you saw this on TikTok once or not, but there's this
uh,
guy. He's talking to these group of girls, and he's like, "Yeah, no, no, signs do matter. Signs do matters. I'm a Pisces." And she goes, "Oh my god, I get Pisces vibes." He goes, "Yeah, really?" She goes, "Oh my god, yes, Pisces vibes. I'm mainly attracted to Pisces, so we should go out." He goes, "Oh yeah, really? Okay, because I'm not."
no, like that shit. So like that shit really like those shits are so general. Like in my mind, like they're so general that if anybody reads it and they wanted to connect to them, I think that it can. Um, it is funny though. So I am a. It's funny. Like I'm a Virgo. My wife is a Pisces, and we're supposed to be compatible, and we are. Like we're just compatible in that way. Um, I'm a Virgo, and I'm not supposed to get along with Libras, who's like right after Virgos. My ex was a Libra. Can't stand the bitch. Um, my old my old roommate who used to eat my fucking food out the refrigerator was a fucking bum.
Oh,
Um,
I've had
he
some
was
of those
he was
type
a
of
he was a
roommates, man.
fucking bum. He's a college roommate, fucking 25, living with us. He's probably 23, 24. He might as well be
Yeah.
25. But he's coming back to school, living with us, being a fucking bum, getting money from his dad, not having a fucking job, and
Mm.
eating fucking food out of my fucking food out of the fridge, and acting like he didn't do it. He
You want
was
to
a
hear
fucking
something?
he was a fucking Libra. I don't fuck with him. There's somebody, I fuck with him because of family. But at the end of the day, we're not like it's not. If
We're
it
not.
wasn't for
We're
that, I
not.
wouldn't fuck with that person.
Yeah.
He's a Libra.
Mm.
I It's something to it. And look, even I put one more. There was there was somebody I was talking to that that I liked and got along with. We just went our separate ways. She was a Virgo and she was good. And those are my two sons. So like in in my experience, and I don't have a lot of dating experience, but in my
Mm.
experience, it kind of does, kind of did track at least with those three signs. But
Mm. Want to hear the worst thing I did to my roommate?
what?
This motherfucker, like, so I was coming in one night and tripped on his shoes that he just left out. Keep in
Mm-hmm.
mind, he mainly stayed at his girlfriend's house, so um, he was. I mean, he was kind of rude as fuck too. This was the first year I was in college, so we had to like split. We had two. There's four dudes. We had two rooms. We had to split
Mm-hmm.
one room for us, one room for the other dudes.
And then you had
And
a bathroom
so,
in the middle.
no, we both sides had their own bathroom, but we had to like share the
Okay.
living room and the kitchen.
Oh, so yeah, y'all basically had an apartment, basically.
Yeah, it was an apartment.
Yeah.
Um, and so this dude, like, I came in drunk one night, tripped over his shit, and, like, almost gave myself a concussion. So I asked him the next day. I was like, "Yo, can you like move your shoes and shit? Because I keep tripping on them." And he said, "Yeah, sure." It lasted a day. So I started using his shoes as a door stopper, and they're nice. They're her.
The petty as
Her
fuck.
oh yeah.
Just
Oh,
petty as fuck.
it
Just
gets
petty as
worse. It
fuck.
gets worse. It gets worse. Wait for it. They're Hiroshi's or harsh. I can't think of the name, but they're fire
Yeah.
shoes. I asked him again. I was like, "Yo, I keep tripping over your shoes. Can you please just because he literally had shoe cubbies too that he could have put them in the two. He didn't do it. So I asked him again. He put them away for a day, and then left the house and left them in the middle of the room, like on my side too. I used him as a door stopper again,
Uh-huh.
and then he came home, left him again in the middle, and so I was at the time I was working at a golf course. Right, it was early in the morning. I had to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, which isn't crazy early, but it's early for me. I hate getting up. So I had to go, and I couldn't find no shoes. I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker just left his shoes out." Well, you know what? Here's your time. You're gonna learn. I wore his shoes. I fucking wore them bitches, bro. Went to the golf course, worked a full shift and everything on them hoes, and then just left
He
them
find
there.
out.
Yeah, he found out. He came up to me. He's like, "Bro, did you wear my shoes?" I was like, "Bro, I'm sorry. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't know what shoes it was. I was tired and I just grabbed them. And by the time I got to work, it was too late. I couldn't come back home. My bad." He was pissed. Didn't leave them shoes out though.
He didn't leave him out no more.
No, didn't leave them
See,
shits out no more. You know.
see, I wish shoes. I wish shoes was my biggest issue.
Mm. Oh no. Me and him actually fought too. Like he came. Like I was playing video games one night, and I was playing with my boys. And since we're in a shared room, I did try to be quiet, like a little more quiet, but like, bro, like you're never. I was like, bro, you're never here. So the one night you're here, you ain't gonna be ordering shit around. And
Mm-hmm.
so this motherfucker came and while I'm playing, turned my TV down.
Oh no,
I was
we
like,
fighting.
bro, what you doing? Like, go somewhere.
That's like the
And he's like,
equivalent of my roommate coming in there and eating shit in front of my face.
bro, I was over. I was like, that's when I told him, like, bro, you go stay at your girl's house or something. Look, you're barely ever here. Why you gonna make orders now? And then he tried to push me, and then things got a little physical. And
Yeah,
you were
if it
right
wasn't
hook.
for my if it wasn't for my wife who was there, I would have. And for the fact that I knew if I fought this bitch, that I would have got kicked out of my apartment and moved into another one. That like me and my friend was in, and he was just a random. But
Yeah.
he always had a good tobacco, so we took him in because when you get tobacco smoke, you take people in. You can bond over that shit. But nah, this dude was a fucking bum, bro. Like, not only would he, it was only me, my wife, there, and then him. My other roommate was gone for the summer. We left food in the microwave, went to the movies,
Damn.
came back.
Damn.
It was gone. I knock on his door. Did you eat this? He said, no, I didn't see anything in the microwave. No. What'd you eat tonight? Oh, I had this and this. Where's your plates at? Where's your shit at? Not there. So look, it gets to the point where we go grocery shopping and I mark my shit on my shit. I mark my name on my shit. We had I had a full gallon of milk that hadn't been opened yet. He went grocery shopping. He came back. He drank some milk. And he drank this much out of his milk. Tell me why the next day my name is marked out of my motherfucking out of my motherfucking milk bottle. And he puts his name on there. I'm like, bitch, first of all, you don't have no issues with motherfuckers eating your food. So you don't even need to mark shit. Second of all, I haven't cracked my milk open. Bitch, I saw you drink milk out of your shit earlier. Oh, my bad. No, like, you're not that fucking dumb.
I would have been fighting, boy. I would have been fighting. Oh, that'd have been no holding back right there. I'd have been like, you either buy me more milk or we gonna have some issues.
Oh no, he definitely went and bought some new shit because I'm like, no, like you touched my shit. He went and bought me some new shit because like you touched my shit. Here's the thing, it never got to the fighting point because he kept just trying to apologize and stick around, and my homies and my wife was like, yo, it's just not worth it.
It would have been worth it for me. I'd have been okay with it.
It's like, yo, it's just like,
it'd
be like, yo, like, cuz just chill, like, cause they knew like I would have got kicked out the apartment and moved into a different one.
Okay.
And like they didn't want that, like, at the end of the day, nobody like we didn't want to move. It's kind of just held hostage by this bitch nigga. So sorry, but then
it's been a minute.
But then kind of the last straw of where like it really just got everybody else against him. Like everybody was we didn't F with him. We just smoked his weed. Like my friends, man, like my one friend, he was going in there just taking his weed because he thought everybody was cool. So he had him in one room, like fuck it, like he's eating our food. I'd be like, yo, just go take your shit then. So like we be in one room. And we'd be like, yo, come look at this. And my friend would just go in there and take his weed because he's taking our food. So fuck it, take his weed. So so we going into summer break. I'm going out of town. Like my wife and I, we're leaving for a week. My friend, he's going from the apartment for the summer. Probably not coming back for a month or so. So when we leave, everything's clean, everything's fine. Actually, no, my friend was coming back. So my friend came back first. And it was like we'd been gone from the apartment for like a week. My friend came back. I came back. He was like, yo, I just got to tell you, it's a fucking mess in there. Like, I came home, like, it was weed guts all over the floor. The kitchen got a whole bunch of dirty stuff in the sink. Like, it's just a fucking mess in there. I walk in. Luckily, he cleaned up the floor, but the sink is full of dishes that's dirty as fuck. That's got like milk in the bowl. Like all of his dishes are filled up in the sink.
I'd be freaking the fuck out.
We had no idea when he was coming back. He could be coming back one day. He'd be coming back in a week. Shit, he might not be coming back in a month. I'm not watching no other man's dishes. My mans ain't washing no other man's dishes. My wife damn sure ain't gonna wash no other man's dishes. So them sisters sat there and they got to the point where they molded. Bro, we ended up having to be forced to clean them because guess what? Myself, my wife, and my roommate, my friend, we all got
Yeah.
upper respiratory infections.
Oh, oh,
I ain't been that
hell nah.
serious. I've been like my damn lungs ain't been like all the way back right since. And after that point, everybody was just like, "Yo, just fuck this dude." The sad ship is like I just love it because, like I said, he was a bum. And first of all, it'd be to where his dad found out that he had weed. Like his dad found his weed at home one time. So his dad found out that he was selling weed. So his dad was like, "I'm not giving you no more money. If you want food, you're gonna take this gift card and you're gonna have to go to Food Line and get the get the shit off the card type shit."
Damn.
So he was asking us if we go to like if we if we'd exchange him shit. He's like, no. And then one day it was for our birthdays. I'm a big Henny drinker. Like me and my homie, my birthday on the 20th, his birthday on the 18th. I was a big bottle Henny drinker. And the one thing we used to use him for was to go to the military base to get cheaper liquor. So uh he was like, yeah, we good to go over there. We good to go get some liquor. The dude was such a bum that he got old enough to no longer be on his dad's benefits. Because when you get to a certain age, you can't move off of that damn shit. So we get to the liquor store. He goes in there to buy the liquor. She looks at his ID. She said, "Oh, this is expired. You can't have this." Not only did she deny him the sale of the liquor, she took the card. He couldn't get it back. Bro, when I tell you we got back in the car, because at that, like we had, my homie, his girlfriend's friends was coming in from out of town too, so we was all banking on that to get cheaper liquor. Bro, when I tell you we got back in the car, he was so hurt. That made my fucking day. That just made my fucking day, bro. It was just little shit. Then he ain't gonna come back to school and all this other shit. Like at the end of the day, I won. But yeah, all that to say, fuck roommates. I don't even know how we got on that. But
I don't either.
roommates. I think
roommates ain't great.
It was a sign. It was an astrology sign. Shit. That's how we.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
Justin, look, it's been a long time, but we here. Just go ahead and plug yourself.
Yeah, we gonna be live tomorrow. Do Justified Meth. Also join the Discord because we're gonna do our first movie night, which I gotta figure out how to watch Netflix on Discord. So I'll be learning how to do that. But yeah, man, dude, it's been a great stream. We just need to be more consistent because I love doing this. I just love doing this. I'm sorry when I bug you about it, bro. I know you busy.
It's all good.
So.
We try to come back to it. Hold on. I got scared because I thought I lost my Duolingo streak. I guess that's terrible. Look, I'm on like I'm on 127 days, and like the way it works, you can have a freeze. And I didn't realize we was going to be going to 12, so the clock struck, and I was like, damn, did I lose it? But yeah, go over there, holler at my man Justin, because he's actually doing what he's supposed to do and streaming consistently. Me, on the other hand, I'm just trying to get there. But hopefully, we got the bright side at the end of the tunnel. There's some news still out there. We're expecting the third child. So,
congratulations again, my brother.
Ironically, that bodes well for more streams. From now until December, that bodes well for more streams. Here's the thing, though. I'm not going to have scheduled stream. Like, this stream would be scheduled. I've been flirting with the idea of just popping up. Like
just
I
do
used
it.
to do back in the day. Yeah,
just have our one. That's why one
consistent
stream, but just pop up.
Yeah, then the rest of them just pop up. That's what we just used to do back in the day. It's just pop up and stream on just the shit that's out there. So that may happen. So
but I do think we got to go a little. I think we got to try to be a little early because I know our boy Griff can't really make it to the late ones.
Yeah, these late ones is crazy.
Yeah.
It was a time back when the Dinner Nurse network was going.
Oh yeah.
Where it be where the After Dark will be happening, and then I was like the after to the After Dark. Yeah, we roll in here, we have like 30 deep. Rolling in here at 11 o'clock. But nah, it's late. So with that being said, I hope y'all got something out of this, and we'll see you in the next one. Damn it, I really need to make another sign that says bye in that time. No bars tonight. I'll let y'all. Deuces.